Okay, everyone. So yesterday you created the background, and the day before that you rigged your character. So what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to start the animation. So I am going to, you're going to notice there's a time, there's like, these are called, this is your timeline down here, and the units is in seconds, okay? And you can scroll in, this magnifies your timeline, right? You can see the 1 second mark there is getting bigger, and this allows you to zoom out, zoom in and zoom out of your timeline, okay? I am going to scroll over to 10 seconds, and I am going to, jump back. Okay, I'm going to click on this little rectangle below 10 seconds, and it doesn't really matter where. And then I'm going to hold down Shift, so that they're both highlighted. Both the armature and the background rows have a line in them. And when that happens, I'm going to right click. So I'm going to click on the right side of my mouse, and I'm going to say Insert Keyframe. And what you'll notice is it creates this timeline. It like adds something to the timeline. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to go over to 5 seconds. So now click over to 5 seconds, and I'm going to reposition my armature. I'm going to make sure the background is locked so it doesn't move here. I want to reposition my figure here. So click back up here so that it is halfway across my screen, because my animation is going to bring the figure across the screen and then bring it back. Okay. So I'm going to use the free transform tool. Whenever I want to do anything with the entire object, I'm just going to use the free transform tool. And I'm going to click it so that it is over here. Okay? And if I hit play, what you will notice, oh, actually, let me start over here. If I hit play, what you'll notice is it's registered that at 0 seconds it is on one side, and then at 5 seconds it's over to the weight bench, and then at 10 seconds it goes back over, and it creates a smooth transition between those keyframes. Okay, so here is, and so instead of like individualizing all of the little movements, it creates that, like it logically creates the movement itself. So I've just kind of made a halfway point, and I've done that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to fill in what it would look like if the character were walking over to the weight bench. Okay, so I'm going to pull this timeline out a little bit, and I'm going to start to use the selection tool. I'm going to zoom in a little bit right here. And I'm going to start to move the feet a little bit, like this. And you know what? Mine is moving funny because I'm missing one of the bone tool appenditures at the very top, so mine kind of moves funny. I'm just going to work with it as it is. So I'm going to move this a little bit, and I'm going to move the arms here. Okay? And I'm going to, so here, if you want to see what this looks like, you can drag it like this and kind of look at that. Okay? So I'm going to drag it a little bit back, and I'm going to go like this and bring the legs back. And again, mine rotates funny. Hopefully yours won't rotate that way. What happened was when I was using the bone tool, I missed the top of my leg. So I'm going to have it move this way, and I'm going to have the arms work backwards like this. Okay? And then I'm going to move the timeline out a little bit, and I'm going to have the legs move this way. And I'm going to have the arms move this way like this. Move the timeline a little bit. And I'm just going to keep doing this right here. Okay, keep doing this right here, have it move. And as I'm doing all of these motions, excuse the background noise here, it is going to create smooth transitions between the positions of the armature. if I bring it back here, you'll see I can kind of drag it frame by frame, and it will kind of look like it's dancing across, right? It's not super realistic. I'll wait for that noise. But at the same time, I'm still kind of getting used to this animation tool. So it's okay for me to like kind of work on this in the way that I see, you know, I'm just looking for some movement with your character, all right? I'm not going to be super picky. I just want to see some movement. Maybe here I want the character to do a jumping jack here. So it's part of a jumping jack, then it moves over here and it puts its legs together to complete the jumping jack like this. Then it moves over here and its legs, you know, its arms are up again like this, like this. And then it moves over here. Okay, so you are just making this transition. So here, there, it's like jumping over, okay? You are just filling in the animation between the 0 second to the 5 second mark. That is what you are doing today. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you how to do something called tween. And you're going to create an object on a separate layer, and you're going to have the character take that object. It can be whatever you want it to be. For me, it's going to be a dumbbell. You're going to have it take that object and move across the room with that object. All right? So this is enough for today. So I'm going to save it like I always do. And just know, like, this will be, you know, it's a small amount of animation. I'm doing a couple jumping jacks. I'm way up there. You can tweak it, but for the length of this video, I'm just going to call this good for now.